So when I was a young girl, so look, I was in your shoes at one point. I too was just a little girl, not knowing what to do, not knowing how I was gonna make money, how I was gonna feed my kids, what I was gonna do to buy myself a Lamborghini or a McLaren or 8 Rolls Royces or 3 Lamborghinis and 4 McLarens and GT3 RS. I have I don't know. I spent $20 million on cars. That's all I really know, right? And I wanted that. I knew that at a young age I wanted that, but I only had $20. But what if I told you, as a young 19-year-old, I was able to turn $20, right? A $20 Forex account into $50 million. And what if I told you that you also can do similar things? Now, before I get into the story and give you guys some insight on how you too can be successful trading, while everyone else is selling their 5K, 10K, or 20K high ticket program, I'm going to continue to sell a $39 all-inclusive program that's going to give you guys everything you need to be successful in the industry of trading, fitness, and investing all in one. When I started the Kingdom, I did so because I knew there's a lot of people out there who have been in my shoes, who were in my shoes when I was 19 and didn't have money to find a mentor and succeed. But here's the thing, guys, having a mentor in this industry is key. You have to have a mentor. And again, not a lot of people can afford $5,000 or $10,000 to join some program from some doofus who doesn't even know how to trade anyways. So for $39, you get it all. You trade with me live every morning, fitness every single day, psychology, real estate, taxes, crypto, stocks, anything you can think of for $39. That's what I'm on and that's what I'm doing. I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to change the world. And that's why I created the Kingdom, to help you become a king, help you do it fast, and help you do it at a price that anybody can afford. So again, being a child, 16 years old, and having a child is very difficult. I had to find a way to make enough money to at least feed my child, to feed my children, take care of my family, retire my mom. How am I gonna do these things? It just seems impossible. And I found trading. Now, with trading, people have this weird misconception that to make money in this industry, you have to have a bunch of money, and it's just not true. It's not true in any way. I was able to turn $20 into $1,000 over and over and over again. I was able to then turn $1,000 into $100,000 and $100,000 into millions, all starting from just 20 bucks. 20 bucks, turn it to 100, simple. Turn 100 to 1,000, simple. I mean, God, I've turned $5 into $1,000 in 24 hours before. I've done it all. I'm here to show you guys that it is possible. It is doable. Go to any of my old videos. You guys will see I am the king of flipping small accounts. What you're missing to be a successful trader is not money. You don't need a lot of money. What you're missing is here. It's the mindset. It's the psychology. It's what you're truly missing. You need to learn to lock in. You need to learn to leave your emotions at the door. All that sadness, that depression, that anxiety you feel every single day, that's gotta go. You can't be having all that. You gotta lock in. And if you're not gonna do it for somebody else, then you gotta do it for yourself. But you have to lock in. You have to tell yourself, today's the day I lock in. Today's the day that I don't look at the numbers, but I look at the charts. I don't see how much money I'm up or down for the week. I don't see what my life has been over the last year. I'm looking at the charts right now, and I'm looking at what the charts are telling me. Because the moment that I started to look at the charts instead of the money and what was going on around me was the moment I became successful. Because people always ask me, what was your aha moment, right? Well, for me, it's very simple. It was, aha, what the f am I looking at these numbers for when I should be looking at these charts that are actually moving with real-time data and telling me what I need to know. So if I'm watching the candlestick patterns and I'm watching support and resistance and I'm watching how price reacts to each zone, I'm looking at the time frames I need to look at the time I need to look at it, how can I fail? How can I fail if I'm staring at these markets every day? I'm watching the charts every single day and I'm trading what I see. I'm trading what's moving. I'm getting in with the movements, not against them. But a lot of you guys still will look at your phone, will look at numbers, will look at your outside situations, will look at your relationships, will look at your future goals, but you have a very hard time looking at what's happening right now. That's what switched for me. That's what did it for me, was living in the moment, living now, and staring at the charts until I'm finished trading. Nothing else matters. I'm gonna take a buy position here. I'm gonna watch this move. I'm gonna watch these candles move, and if it starts to reverse at a resistance zone, I'm gonna put my stops to break even. I'm not gonna say, what am I at right now? 30 bucks profit? Okay, that's double what I started with. That's awesome. I'm gonna close that. No, irrelevant. Start looking at the chart more. That was my aha moment. That was my aha moment, and having a reason to do so. Having a reason to lock in. Knowing why I needed to do it, because I didn't wanna be average. I didn't wanna be like everyone else. I didn't wanna be some loser that comes out of some bull high school in the middle of a desert, that grows up to be nothing, works a 9 to 5. I mean, Amazon truck behind me right now. I don't want to do that. Delivering packages and making $16 an hour every day? For what? To come home, barely have enough to pay all the bills and feed my family, clock in the next day, tired as hell? I couldn't live like that. I've watched everyone in my family live like that, and I couldn't be that person. I couldn't live that life. I knew I had to make a change. I had to make a difference. But let me tell you this, those who succeed with trading, right? Those who are actually successful with trading are the same people who stared at the markets every single day. Every time they made a mistake, they didn't give up and say, damn, I lost it again. They said, why did I lose? Let me analyze this loss and let me write down every little fucking thing I did during this loss and how I can change it next time. Obsess over it. Obsession's not just for bodybuilders. It's not just for athletes. Obsession is for traders. Obsession is for anybody who wants to be successful in anything they do in life. I don't give a what it is. You want to be the best chef in the world, you need to obsess over it. You want to be a profitable trader, obsess over the charts, okay? Obsess over them. I mean, this can pay you for the rest of your life. This can make you money from home, from wherever you're at in the world for the rest of your life. It's not gonna be easy. You have to obsess over it. You have to go crazy every single day mentally doing the same thing on repeat. It's gonna make you a psychopath. But you know what else it's gonna do, right? It's gonna make you rich. What does that mean? It makes you a rich psychopath. So you may be crazy, you may be psychotic, but you'd be a very, very wealthy psychotic person who's obsessed with candlesticks. That has to be your goal. See, I started with 20 bucks, $20. Think about that for a second. I started with $20 and I grew it to $50 million. An empire, 20 million in cars, multiple mansions, and $20. You know what $20 is? Okay, minimum wage is almost $20. Work for 2 hours and you have enough to start. But it's here. It's here. You don't need $1 million to start. It's here. You need this right here. And this doesn't change. This doesn't get stronger. This doesn't do what it needs to unless you obsess over what you want in life. And as of right now, because you're watching this video, it's charts, it's candles, it's trading. So obsess. Turn this video off. Go look at the charts. Go back test. Go see what you did wrong last week. Go see what you did right last week. Perfect it. That's what you have to do every single day. Obsession, psycho, crazy. They can call you mentally ill. Why the is he always in his room looking at charts all day? It'll make sense when you pull off in a Lamborghini. It'll make sense when you have a mega mansion. It'll make sense when you have the girl of your dreams. Because they're only gonna call you crazy until it makes sense. So be crazy for a while. Obsess over what the you want. It's what I had to do. Sleepless nights. Sleepless nights. Studying charts all day. Looking at myself in the mirror and screaming. Crazy shit. But look at me now. I made it. You can too. Only person limiting you is you. Only thing in your way is you. $20, man.